What's up guys, my name is Ezekiel. Today I'm going to teach you how to do a handstand. The first thing you should know about a handstand is what muscles it's going to use. Okay, the handstand uses primarily your wrists and your backside of your bicep. You'll especially feel that during the handstand, but when you have finished the handstand, you'll realize that you have also used a lot of your upper back and your shoulder. You might even find that you have been using your quads as well as your shoulders, back, bicep, and sometimes even your forearm and your wrist. So you're using all of your upper body when you do this. Some people use their waist, but when they use their waist, it decreases the amount of strength that they could be exercising by not using their waist. Using their waist is more of a balance trick than it is an exercise for your handstand. So a normal handstand exercises your stomach. So I'm using my stomach. I can also use my waist by pushing my legs back as a way to keep my balance. This bends your back and it does not use your stomach as you should. Another thing is when you are trying to balance and still use that strength, so don't bend your waist, but other people say that you should be using your hands and the way that you grip the floor, and they tell you to curl your hands and like grab onto like a ball or something. They also tell you to use your fingertips and your palm. I do not suggest that. I would say your fingertips and your knuckles, as when you use your knuckles, you're not going to go that far back. You're going to stay leaning forward. And if you stay leaning forward, you're going to stay up longer. So when you do your handstand, don't rely on your palms. As soon as you rely on your palms just like this, you're going to start falling already. But if you're on your fingertips and you're that far forward using all your fingertips, then when you start to fall back, you're going to rely on your knuckles, not your palms, and that'll keep you up. Lastly, the best way to stay up, I would say, is the way you're holding your feet matches the way that you're holding your hands. So you're leaning as far forward as you can, but should you point your toes or should you keep it flat? I think it depends on where you are in your handstand. Just like when you're leaning forward on your fingertips and then you go onto your knuckles, then you should point your toes to lean forward, to lean backward, and then keep your feet flat to lean forward. So I'm going to keep my feet down, and that's going to keep me normal. Then I point my toes and I start to lean forward. And yeah, so just switch around with that and it'll help you keep your balance better. Treat it as you treat your hand grip. Another way to keep yourself balanced and staying upright is after you have tried to rely on your knuckles or your palms, but really rely on your knuckles, not your palms. After you've relied on your knuckles and you're still falling backwards, and you've pointed your toes and you're still falling backwards, then I would say actually bend your arms. Give them a little leeway and let them bend. If they bend, that automatically leans you forward. And once you're leaned forward, then you can straighten them back up or whatever. But that's what I would go to after you've tried everything and you're still gonna fall down. Then lean forward and bend your arms. And when you bend, you're gonna lean back forward and you're gonna pop back up, back into your handstand. So when I lean forward, lean me forward. So if you're leaning backwards, bend your arms and you'll lean back forward. As for the progressions to the handstand, as always, there would be a wall-assisted handstand where you balance on the wall for as long as you can. feeling your grip and doing your feet placement like I told you about, and exercising, trying to lean forward, the bending, just testing everything out on the wall will really help you know what to do off the wall. And the second way to train for the handstand is off the wall. Even if you don't have a handstand where you can only get up there for 1 second or you can't get up there at all, it is still best to train how you're going to do it by trying to do it. So always train off the wall or on the wall. Anything else, it could work, but these are the two, I would say, the two best ways to train up to your handstand.